hear this woman, Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwagan. Indeed, you are a lioness. Everybody is talking about 2025, 2026. As we speak, there's already a poster design 2027 and beyond. The next interview of her you are going to see will give you an insight, her plans, her political career, and what she intends to do. Just like the president at the moment is talking about 2027. She also and her team are also doing that as well. I think this interview have to ginger some persons who are afraid of politics that what a man can do, a woman can do it better. Now, hear her out.
Labeled. So the question to INEC is, what if the address is fake? And again, the cover letter of the petition was Kogi Central Political Frontier. And we ran a check with CAC, and that does not exist again. So the question to INEC is, can a non-registered body sponsor a petition against a senator? I think these are loopholes that INEC needs to look into and probably strengthen the laws in that, because I think it should have been discarded on the first go. But again, what I'm going to say is, even though INEC did count 208 signatures, I bet you if they had gone into the second stage, or is it the third stage?
The verification stage. The
verification stage, they would have struggled to even have 500 people come out to attest to signing that.
Let me quickly take you up on the fact that, are you worried if those who are behind the petition go again and restart the process of the recall?
I'm not worried, Sean. I'm not worried, because I trust my people, and my people connect with me. They resonate with the idea that I project, and they're actually very happy with the manner in which I have represented them. They are very happy with me.
You mentioned,
my election was one that was apolitical. It wasn't just PDP that voted me. It was a number of even the APC card-carrying members and other parties that voted for me.
So you said something in your tweet when you said that Natasha Akpoti to 2027 and beyond. It does look like you are very confident. And one of your associates said, if Yaya Bello and Ododo are on the same ticket, Natasha Akpoti will beat them.
Yes, I will.
Is that the kind of confidence that you have?
Yes. I mean,
you're that popular?
Very popular. Very popular. And I think one thing that works for me is I live my life every day as a senator, educating people and creating awareness in the minds of people who have lost hope in politics. So I'm beginning to have a new kind of followership that believes that leadership, the standard of leadership, can actually increase, and their participation could help shape in Nigeria's political space. So whatever it is that I decide to, by the way, that poster that I did share was designed by my media team. And I think it's kind of futuristic, but also ambitious and daring. So honestly daring.
So it means you are going back to the Senate even after now?
If I decide to, God sparing our lives, it depends. I have to speak to my husband first.
That you still want to be you still have the ambition of wanting to become governor.
You know, Sheon,
which of them do you have now?
For me, I do believe in the power of now. I celebrate the moment, and I just have tomorrow. I live tomorrow in trust. I might not be alive by 2027, even though I pray to have a long, fulfilled life. But let's complete this term. 2027 will be determined based on the consultations I will have first with my husband, my children, my family, associates, and of course my community. If they tell me, Natasha, go ahead, I will go ahead. If they tell me, raise the bar, expand your political space, I will do so. But it all depends.
Quickly, we're due for a break, and I'd like to ask you, and I say it again, you are a lawyer, so you know the implication of what is being said, especially when you lay allegations. Everyone's at that. On the podium, you said that there were plans to kill you, and that the plan was not to kill you in Abuja, but to kill you right there in Kogi State. I'm very certain that you know the magnitude of that allegation, and you know what could become of that if it's not ironclad in evidence.
Sean, I'm glad you did affirm that I'm a lawyer. And even if I'm not a lawyer, I'm a sane individual. And I do stand by what I said. It was part of the meeting, the discussions Akpabio had with Yaya Bello that night. to eliminate me. And
to what extent? To
you know,
what purpose?
let's say this. Let's ask the Senate President, why in the first instance did he withdraw my security, if not to make me vulnerable to attacks? Mind you, of all the senators there, well, let's just say, we're about 109 senators, but we all have different stories. I have been a high-profile, vulnerable individual because of the nature of politics I've experienced in the year 2018, you know, very violent and dangerous. And I've always had my security, okay? So stripping me of my security simply because I'm suspended illegally, actually, he just positioned me before attacks, and I knew immediately what
Is that
meant.
the reason why you think they want to eliminate you?
That's not it. That's not it. Mind you, I said that there was a conversation. So that happened. I was suspended on the 6th day of March, right? And shortly a week after, which was the 14th, a week and a few days after when he met with him, he then emphasized that I should be killed, but I should be killed in Kogi. And that was one of the reasons why I did not go home on time. I delayed going home because I needed to put some measures on ground. I did write a letter to the Inspector General of Police, and I sent a copy to his WhatsApp. I forwarded the copy to his WhatsApp. He's not responded to that yet. But again, I've spoken on the phone to a number of persons in the security as well. I did notify them. And you see, this is Nigeria. We've had a number of political murders that usually are swept under the carpet, no investigation done. What is important to me is to stay alive, because dead men tell no tales. And God forbid, if I had not come out, and if I don't speak about this, and something happens, and they succeed in their plan, who is going to get justice for me?
How can you make such an allegations of a meeting where you were not present?
I heard it's just like, okay, how again? Like, I tell you, there were actually three conversations that happened that day. I spoke only about two. The third one was quite minute, which is that they should prepare to field in someone who will, just in case I want to contest in 2027, some strong person who will clinch the ticket from me during the primaries. That's the third part of it. The first was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who would take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the veracity of the killing, yes, then what about the recall that we just experienced? Are you getting my point?
Are you able to prove this? That's the point. I mean, anyone can make an allegation, but the issue is, are you able to prove it when it comes to it?
Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll